like...
You like it. I mean, you really lit with like...
Straight blank.
Like, you didn't hear that.
We are back, and I'm here with one of my great friends down here in Greensboro, North Carolina, Arlene.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, so just like we said, we're going to jump right back into it with protecting Black women. I'm Trey.
Arlene Mitchell.
Welcome to an episode of Phitted. All right, so we back at it again. Trigger warning. Let me let you guys know that. But I am here with Arlene. This woman is amazing, and I wanted to talk to her about what she feels protecting Black women is and what that means to her. Arlene, first tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, where do you come from? How did you end up here in Greensboro?
Yes.
Right?
So I am from Henderson, North Carolina. Born and raised. I actually have an identical twin as well, so I will say we a lot when I'm referring to how my upbringing was, was. And but Henderson, North Carolina, country girl, baby of 6. My sister and I are a baby of 6. 3-sport athlete in high school, so athletics has always been surrounded my life. Went to college on a full volleyball scholarship. Upon graduating, I became the assistant coach there at North Carolina A&T University. Aggie Pride, gotta throw that in there. And after doing that, I decided to go full-time with personal training. So that's what I currently do right now. But as it pertains to protecting the Black woman, for me, I feel like it starts at a young age, and it starts with, and I don't just mean by men protecting the Black woman, I mean like just overall the Black woman being protected, spiritually, physically, emotionally as well. Me as a Black woman, I feel like it starts as a child, just seeing how your father is around you, your siblings. And I'm gonna go to the male perspective right now as far as how I feel like the Black male would protect the Black woman.
Okay.
You see a lot of different things in society, and social media has a big presence when it comes to this. Unfortunately and fortunately, you see how some things are being carried out. You may come across some people being, Black women, I should say, because that's what we're speaking about, being disrespected in certain ways, and you're not really seeing the African-American male come to, like, I would say, quote unquote, rescue. You may see some domestic violence. You may not see a Black man come to the rescue. But for me, I just feel like, one, we have to protect ourselves because we have always been the head of the household. And I don't mean as far as like the head of the household, but I mean, we are the nurturers. We are the caregivers. So we're strong in a sense because I'm an independent woman. That can be a good thing, and that can be a bad thing. I've heard both. I've heard it's not so good, but I've also said that's a great thing. And as far as like letting someone protect me, from my perspective, and my perspective may be different from a lot of other women, it's hard to let someone actually take care of me. Like I said, it's gonna be different, but it's, for me, I just feel like we are at the bottom of the totem pole. Black women are. And it's an unfortunate situation right now that we are at the bottom of the totem pole and feeling like we have to crawl our way to the top for everything. In the workforce and relationships and just in any state of being a Black woman. But as far as being protected, I feel like the Black male, and I'm gonna go back on this part right now, has to start with protecting, respecting. It's in the music. It's not, you know what I mean? Music is portraying us in a very, very bad light, with the rap artists, you know, degrading us by calling us bees and you know, those kind of things, and kind of glorifying us in a negative light, which isn't quite protecting us in a sense. So of course, if they're not going to protect us in music, other cultures are going to look at us and be like, well, why should we feel like we can protect them, you know what I mean, if their own don't protect them, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where, I know that's kind of like all over the place, but that's kind of like, I touched on like different parts, but that's kind of where I see it. We have to start with us to be able to protect ourselves. The black male have to start within to be able to protect us, I guess I should say.
When was the first time that you actually heard that quote? Like, is it something that you grew up with, or was it something that like came about and then you heard it? Because it's like, I think the first time that I heard it was police incidents, right? You know, Sandra Bland and them, you know, like back then it kind of died off.
Yeah.
And then with Breonna Taylor, you know, it kind of like picked back up. So when was the first time that you heard it?
I think that's probably when I didn't really grow up hearing, and I'll be honest, I didn't really grow up hearing protect the black woman. You know what I mean? My father wasn't in the household, but I have a stepfather who is currently still in our household. But even still, you didn't hear, you know, protect your mother, just make sure you protect the black woman. As far as like the Sandra Blands and the Breonna Taylors, you know, clearly they wasn't being protected by anyone. And that is definitely an unfortunate situation. But yeah, as far as I can't date back to when I actually heard it, but now that you mentioned that, it resonates with me and be like, oh, you know what? We were talking about that heavily as far as like protecting the black woman. Even Beyonce said that in her song, in one of her songs. She was, and I can't quite quote what the actual verse was, or someone was speaking in her song.
We teach girls to shrink themselves, to make themselves smaller. We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much. You should aim to be successful, but not too successful. Otherwise, you will threaten the man. Because I am female, I'm expected to aspire to marriage. I'm expected to make my life choices, always keeping in mind that marriage is the most important. Now, marriage can be a good thing. It can be a source of joy and love and mutual support. But why do we teach girls to aspire to marriage and we don't teach boys the same?
In a sense, I mean, that's correct. We are, you know, we're raised to be like, we want the dream wedding, but we're not raised to say, hey, demand that protection that we need from, you know, our spouses, our husbands, our brothers, our fathers, or, you know, whatever, you know, so yeah.
Cool. Look, I love like having these type of conversations. So like, you didn't grow up with that being something that was talked about. I didn't even grow up with that being something that was talked about. So I was raised by my mother until like 9th grade. After 9th grade, I moved to the DC, Maryland area to live with my dad.
Okay.
And so in North Carolina, I grew up around my mom, and my sister like kind of raised me a lot. And so, you know, I'm the youngest, kind of like you, like I'm the youngest, like, so like my sister is like a second mom, and, you know, I would watch her go through these different type of toxic relationships, and it was just like, dang, like, what can I do, right? And so it's like, I always had this idea that like, yo, we have to behave differently. Like we gotta do something differently. And I didn't necessarily like know what that was, but I kind of always grew up, people would say like, I'm not aggressive enough when it comes to women. Like I'm the dude who's like, a girl gotta pretty much be like, hey, you're gonna date me, like, before I end up doing something.
Oh God.
Because I don't want to be that person that like steps over that bound, right?
I get it.
And that kind of came from me growing up and just seeing that like, nah, like there's some things that we're doing that like are just not right. And like men get taught this thing of like, you can have any girl that you want as long as you just keep pursuing it.
Yes,
right?
keep pushing, keep going forward.
Like, no,
yeah,
no,
no means no.
That's stalking. It's kind of creepy.
It is. It definitely is. And it's funny how you say you was brought up. I was brought up seeing my mom be the strong force in our household. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, I am who I am because I see a strong, independent woman in my household. I have 2 older brothers. I did not see them, unfortunately, protect the Black woman in a light that I would wanted to see them do. So, I didn't quite grow up seeing that from a Black male, from a male perspective. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really see that. I really saw my mom being like the lead in the house, taking care of kids, taking care of her mother, working 2 or 3 jobs. Like that's what I see being a strong Black woman. But do I feel like my mom is protecting in some ways? Not so much. You know what I mean? And that's just being completely honest. But yeah, like you said, men are taught to, keep pursuing. You're gonna get that girl, But then women are taught to be, find your husband. You know what I mean? Where it says, the husband should find his wife, but we're taught to find, look for your husband. He out there, girl. Like, but yeah, it's tough because we were raised differently, and this talk about protecting the Black woman in our culture, and I'm speaking about in our culture, and it's like it starts at home. Like, are our men being raised to protect the Black woman? And if not, then how can we as they become adults expect them to? So that's the harsh reality and challenge of it all.
Yeah, like I see it as like, we gotta teach young Black boys to first of all respect and honor the Black woman.
Absolutely.
And first having that start with the mother, right? It's a lot of Black boys who really don't respect their moms like that, right?
No.
And even with that, like with like the child raising, right? How you speak to a child, even when they're like as young as 2 months old, sticks with them, right? So guys, next month we're going to talk about this book called What Happened to You. It was written by Oprah and his doctor. Got the book right here. All right, and they follow like what happens to kids when they're kids, right? All the way from infancy up and throughout like adolescence, right? And how the things that happen to them at young as again like 2 months old shapes who they're gonna be, right? And so I feel like first we have to even get to the point where we honor and we respect like the Black mother, the Black sister, and then the Black friend. And then you can start pursuing like a relationship standpoint, right? And I'm not even taking it to just relationships. Like how do you protect the Black women in friendships? So last time that we had this conversation, my friend brought up a great statement, and I want to ask you about that statement. What I took from him is that we have to look at the Black women that are around us the same as we look at the Black women that we honor and that we hold dear to our heart.
Absolutely.
What do you think about that?
I wholeheartedly believe that. Although we aren't blood family, we are still family in a sense, you know what I mean? And as a Black male, you're gonna look up, if you're protecting your mom and your sisters and things like that, you're gonna look up to your mom as this is who you want. This is who you love, this is who you cherish. It's just like your sisters, whatever. And I feel like if you allow someone in your space to get that close to you, you should absolutely protect them as if they were like your sister or your mother may be a little bit high, you know what I mean? She might be up there, but I feel like if as a male you allow this woman in your space, in your bubble, in your spiritual being, then you would, I feel like you should honor her the same, absolutely, and protect her the same way.
So we talked about rap music earlier, right? And man, like it's crazy. Like if I'm listening to music, it's either R&B like crazy or is honestly like some people from like overseas.
Absolutely.
I don't really listen to a lot of like rap these days unless it's like certain artists or it's like some old school stuff, or like sometimes when it's just, and this is probably talking about if I'm breaking down my music into a percentage. 5 to maybe 8% might be like hip hop, Meek Mill, and all them cats. Like
yours is higher than mine, cause I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's bad.
It is bad.
It's bad. It's
Yeah, it's degrading us as a culture. Like, you know, you don't hear the old school rap like you used to back in the day. Like you, I am an R&B queen. I love listening to R&B. I love Afrobeat. I love I love reggaeton. I love that kind of overseas artist as well. But it's just when you cut on the radio and you only in the rap songs that you hear, it's not anything like it's not anything that I want to hear. But I know there are a lot of people who enjoy rap artists, and there's nothing against any of you all that listen to rap music, because I think there are some great rap artists out there. But as it pertains to protecting us as a Black woman, I don't feel like that is enticing our Black brothers to do that.
And what about like the women side of it, like these women artists? Some of them be going hard too.
Now let me tell you, because I got a disclaimer, because I love Megan Thee Stallion. So let me put that out there. And I do, you know, and she said some crazy stuff too. You know, but I feel like the same with the women rap artists as well. They are portraying very sexy, revealing kind of thing. I don't agree with that. I do like some of the music though. I'm not gonna front. But yeah, they too are not really putting us as the Black woman in the best light as well, to be honored as the queens that we are, by feeling like we have to sexualize ourselves and you know, go out there with just barely no clothes on and be the sex symbol, because that's what sells to the audience that's listening. But yeah, on both ends of the spectrum, I think male and female rap artists do not put us in the light that we would like us to be seen as. You know what I mean? So yeah, But again, I do like Megan Thee Stallion. That is my girl.
Look, we all got our days, man. Like, we all got our days.
I do like her, man. That's it. But everybody else, I don't know.
Every now and then, you know.
That's the new age, though. Like, you know, that's the new age. This new age rap is different from the old age.
From like,
you know what I'm saying? The MC
Queen
Lights,
Latifah.
the Queen Latifah, like all that. You know what I mean? Like it's quite. You're not gonna hear. You wouldn't hear them speak about the art of the rap that's going on right now. The music that's here in 2022. It's not the same back in the 90s.
And speaking about like rap and specifically rap. If you guys have not heard of Rhapsody, North Carolina artist.
Killing it.
Oh my God.
Killing it.
Flames.
Absolutely.
And has rapped with probably all the legends at this point.
Absolutely. She
probably
it.
And can hold her own.
And she representing North Carolina.
North Carolina, stand up.
Yes, we in the building, baby.
Quick shift.
Okay.
I think one way that we can protect the Black women and protect the Black community is just through conversations, right?
Absolutely.
Communication seems to be something that, I mean, and this is just a male, female in general, that we kind of suck at from time to time. If a person, if you have to express something, right, and you want to feel like the person is honoring you and respecting you, what can they do to let you know that they're with you? And we're talking about all the ships, relationships, friendships, brotherhood, sisterhood.
Listen, you know what I mean? Listen with an unbiased ear and just be willing to hear what we have to say. Not feel like we are attacking.
Mm-hmm.
But listening with the ear of understanding, trying to put yourself in their shoes, and just seeing if you can relate to the conversation that's being had. Because sometimes in today's society, we'll have a conversation and conversations get heated. Mm-hmm. This conversation could get heated if it was other people. What I'm saying, like the conversation can go so far that people really would take offense to some things that people are saying. And I just think that people have to understand, okay, I'm a black female, you're a black male. I'm going to have some negative thoughts towards how I feel you protect us. You're going to have some negative thoughts compared to us protecting you, and you may not want, that kind of thing. And I just think that if both parties sit down and have a legit adult conversation about the issues that are surrounding each gender, and why we may feel the way we feel about being protected, and why you may feel how we're protecting or not protecting us. Like I said, communication, like you said, communication is key, but I just think that having that ear, that open ear, and that willingness to actually understand what's being said.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So a couple things that I've heard you say throughout today is we gotta get better representation, and that's through music, that's through media, that's through social media, through all of that. It has to start early.
Yes.
It has to start early, throughout the home, and then go up.
Yeah.
The black man has to start within.
Yes.
The black woman has to also understand how to protect herself as well.
Yeah.
We could do a better job at the communication.
Yes.
And just really respecting and honoring each other.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So something that I want to talk about.
Okay.
You're a trainer.
Yes.
Do you train men?
Yes.
So you see where this is going. All right.
Yes.
So please explain to my fellas how to interact with a female trainer.
First, let me start by saying respect. R-E-S-P-C-T. Yeah, we got to start with that first. Okay? Respect is key. Now, for me, training male clients, I'm pretty stern when it comes to training male clients. I let them know up front, like, listen, whatever thoughts you got in your head, keep it there, because I don't want to know. Okay? I'm here for a specific job, and that's just to help you with your overall health, well-being. I'm not here for anything else other than that. And if I feel like I have a potential male client that I feel like has other intentions, I won't train them.
Gotcha.
And that's just a discernment that I have. I can kind of pick that up and feel like, you're really not trying to, you're not trying to train. You're trying to get in with me to see if you can get with me.
Yeah.
It ain't happening, bruh.
Yeah.
That's not how I roll. But yeah, the thing is, as a male trainer, as a male client, you may be attracted to your female trainer. I get it. But if the respect is there, you're not trying to, push up on your trainer. You're not trying to, listen, if you got feelings, keep that to yourself. Let's just get this job done. Don't tell me, because I don't want to know, because I could care less. Okay? I'm just trying to get this weight up off you. That's all I'm trying to do. Yes, but the thing is, I know, and I know I'm speaking about the female trainer as it pertains to a male client, but also the male trainer with the female clients. It goes both ways, and unfortunately in the fitness industry, it has become quite prevalent that clients and trainers are starting to become involved with each other. And I hear more so, and I'm not trying to put anything on any male trainers, but I hear more so with the male trainers being involved with their female clients. And it's very unprofessional. It puts a bad light on the industry as a professional and as a profession. And just me knowing some things that I know, and I'm like, it puts a bad rep for us, and it's just an unfortunate situation. It just male trainers, just train your clients. That's it. Keep it very professional. You have to be mindful how you touch clients, especially male. Yeah,
Consent.
I'm going to touch you right here. Is that okay? You have to ask these things on both ends, male or female trainers, and just to be okay with that. And it could be the same sex as well. And I'm not just going to say, opposite sex, but as well as same sex. You just want to make sure you get that consent as well and say if this is okay. But no, they know.
And I think that's one of the protection parts, right? Like, you cannot be out here sleeping with clients. That is toxic. That is toxic. That does not show respect. That does not show honor. We here to get something done.
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
Yeah.
And if you are thinking about taking that step in that shift in that mode, like, y'all gotta have a real conversation.
Or don't train with me.
Don't train with me. Don't train with me. And that's cool too.
Yeah,
right?
you can, be adults about it, but you start mixing business with pleasure, and it becomes a very unhealthy environment. Like, it just very unhealthy environment. And I've seen some crazy stuff go down because clients and trainers have gotten involved with each other. And, it's just, as we go back to protecting us, like, you go to let's just say I go to a male trainer and I'm looking to get whatever, how I get my body right or whatever, and he's looking at me like I'm a piece of meat. Like, but you my trainer though. Like, I need you to train me, not look at me like I'm, gonna be your next girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And it goes both ways as, female trainer to a male client as well. But yeah, me having a male client, I'm cool with it. I let the boundaries down from number one. This is what we're not gonna do.
So I'm your client.
Right.
Break down the boundaries for me. So men, this is it right here. This is it right here. First of all, if you are a trainer, as a man, stop sleeping with your clients. All right. If you are a client, this is how it should be with the interaction between a woman trainer. All right.
Yes.
Break down.
So when I break it down, I have our initial consultation or whatever, and we talk about goals and things like that or whatever. And then I'll also say, well, being that I am a female client, trainer, and you are a male client, let me also state these things. I don't get involved with my clients. That's one. Respect my boundaries just like I'm gonna respect yours. That's two. If I am touching you, I'm going to ask you first. There are going to be some stretches I'm going to put you in. You may be an uncomfortable situation for both of us, but I'm going to be very professional in what I do. And I'm also going to tell you this is what I'm doing if this is okay. So I kind of set those boundaries first to let them know, like, listen, it ain't going to happen. You may be in some stretches. You be like, all right now. It ain't happening. But I just first let them say just respect me as your trainer, and I respect you as my client. But the biggest thing is just respect, man. It's just respect and boundaries. They go together.
All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of a shift, right? We're gonna take a little bit of a shift, and we're gonna talk about style, right?
Style.
We're gonna talk about style.
Okay.
So we'll start off with me. So you see, I'm rocking, some red, some little red Chino Zara joints. Y'all know I love my chinos.
Hey.
All right, we got some custom canvas joints.
Yo, they fly.
From a painting that I painted, right? And you can get them on the website, Phitted.com. All right, we got the, we got the cut off. Short sleeve. Short sleeve.
Yeah.
We got short sleeve
Showing the
button
guns.
up.
Showing the
with
guns.
Black tie up under, right? And we got our little Neo hat. I feel like I'm about to go.
Neo hat.
I feel like I'm about to go sing me a little love song or something, right? And I'm so sick of love songs.
I cannot. Oh my goodness.
Yes. But what do you got? Oh, and the reason why I'm rocking the red and white today is because the homie is a Delta.
Hey, let's get it. Hey. Yeah, so as you can see, I have on my red as well. We didn't plan this, by the way. We just clicked like that. That's the homie. But anyway, got on the red Black Colleges Rock. Black Colleges Rock is my sister and I's brand. Okay, Black Colleges Rock. It stands for Black Colleges Rock because we do. I went to an HBCU, North Carolina A&T State University, and for us, what it means, Black Colleges Rock, is that going to an HBCU, it kind of made us who we are. You're much like family. You meet your long life friends there. I played volleyball there as well, so some of my teammates are really close friends with me as well. And the biggest thing I took from it was family. The culture you get there. It just, I knew once I stepped foot on A&T's campus that this was home. Yeah. And I knew once my mom came, this is what sold it for us. Not only because it was a full volleyball scholarship for both of us. Shouts out to the Lord for that. My mom came on campus and she's gone on a couple other visits. We went to like UNCG, Howard University, those, had office there. But my mom stepped on A&T's campus. And when she stepped on, she was like, oh, this feel like home. When she said that, we was like, ooh. Oh yeah, we in the right place. Ooh. Yeah, we in the right place. So
feel like home.
Yeah, she like feel like home. Okay. I was like, okay, Mom, all right, we right. This is where we supposed to be. This is where we supposed to be. So my sister and I came up with Black Colleges Rock. So this is our brand. You can catch it on MitchellTwins.com. Click on Black Colleges Rock. You'll get your gear there. We got sweatshirts, t-shirts, all that shabazz. So yeah.
Support Black businesses, support HBCUs.
Absolutely.
We all know that Deion Sanders is doing some great stuff down at Jackson State, and people are converting and going to the HBCUs and stuff. But we gotta support local, we gotta support national, and we have to just have way more conversations about why that is important.
Yeah, we gotta circle our money in our community, y'all. We gotta circle our money because we always giving our money to other people. We gotta keep that thing here.
Yes.
And family. All right.
All right, so any last things that you want to say, like wrapping it all back, the protecting Black women, the support?
Yeah, just the protecting Black women, just like I said, it starts at home first, and even if you wasn't taught that as a child, as an adult, there's still no excuse. You know what I mean? You can surround yourself with strong Black men who can teach you how to protect the Black woman. And Black women, you can't solely just depend on that as well. We as Black women have always been strong. We have always been the foundation. We have always been the glue. So, that's an addition to have someone to protect us. You know what I mean? Because when we good, and this is the independent woman speaking right here. We good, we can do it, but we can't do it alone. Yeah. So, I say that to say, yes, we definitely need that protection, but support, love on each other, love on us, just like we gonna have to love on them, you know what I mean? So, we just gotta protect and have that open communication with each other, and just talk about it. I think that, again, communication is key with any relationship, whether it be romantically, friendship, in the workforce, whatever it is. We have to communicate our feelings in a very adult-like conversation, and not very just aggressive, and just have that, just like how we're having a conversation. We just have to be willing to listen and just communicate with each other.
Got you. So where can the people find you at and follow you at?
Yes, you can follow the IG page, Mitchell Twin Bodies. Let me spell that out for y'all, for some of y'all didn't quite get that. It's MITCHELLTWINBODIES, Mitchell Twin Bodies. All one word, that's IG. And you can actually catch us on Facebook as well. Same tag, Mitchell Twins, all one word. That's us, y'all.
All right. And from what I remember, you're about to start up a YouTube?
I am about to start up a YouTube channel. It's about to be talking about all fitness. Because your girl is a certified trainer and a certified nutrition coach. So holla at me for my services. MitchellTwins.com. Yes. And and so be on the lookout for the page to start up in the next month, possibly. Next month. So we'll see. I'll have y'all out there with that too.
All right. And so you guys know you can catch us on the website, Phitted.com. You can catch us on the IG, Phitted.com. And if you know of any brands and services that support our mission, that are Black, please put a link in the comments below. Holla at us. Also, once we hit our first just 100 subscribers, we are gonna have a giveaway. All you have to do to enter is just put a comment and subscribe. It can just be what's up, and you will be entered into that giveaway. Also, the same thing goes for our IG page. Once we hit 250 followers, we just brand new right now. We just started off the brand. Yeah. We're having a giveaway, and the same thing. Follow, comment on something, and you can be entered. The more times that you comment, the more times that you're entered. And we got some pretty dope gear, right? Like our Be Phitted is nice, and you might just happen to get a Black College Rock hoodie. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. It's all of that support. Thank you guys for showing up, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace. Oh, that was dope.
So, I have a quick question. I hope I'm recording.
Please, Lord.
Yes.
Okay. And we're back.
Yes, we are back. Look, sometimes, man, you get the